In a small town near Osaka, Japan, there lived a 24-year-old girl named Aiko. Her life was quiet, predictable, and filled with routines. She would wake up, water the plants on her tiny balcony, help her mother prepare breakfast, and then walk to the local bookstore where she worked. But behind her calm face, Aiko carried a secret dream. She wanted to speak English fluently and work in an international company. She had dreamed of visiting London ever since she was a child. She had posters of the London Bridge, Big Ben, and red telephone booths all over her bedroom wall. But the thought of speaking to foreigners in English made her nervous. Every time she tried, her voice would shake and her mind would go blank. Her classmates had always laughed when she tried to pronounce English words. "Say it again, Aiko," they would tease. "You sound like a robot." So she stopped trying. She hid her dream deep inside and smiled on the outside. Until one rainy afternoon when everything changed. It was a normal day. The sky was gray, and the sound of raindrops tapping on the bookstore's windows made the air feel sleepy. Aiko was organizing books when an elderly man walked in. He was foreign, tall, with kind blue eyes and a thick white beard. He held a notebook in his hand and walked straight to her. "Excuse me," he said with a gentle smile. "Do you speak English?" Aiko froze. Her heart started racing. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. The man looked confused, but still smiled. "I'm looking for a book about Japanese haiku." I help you," Aiko stammered. He smiled warmly. "Thank you. That's kind of you." She guided him to the poetry section, and he picked out a book with beautiful Japanese calligraphy. As he paid for it, he said, "Your English is good. Just speak from your heart. Don't worry about being perfect." Aiko nodded, unsure what to say. After he left, she sat on the stool behind the counter, lost in thought. Just speak from your heart. His words echoed in her mind. That night, she opened her laptop and typed into the search bar, "How to learn English speaking at home." She clicked on videos, tutorials, blogs, but they all felt too complicated or too fast for her. Then she found a video titled "Learn to Speak English with Confidence, Even Alone." The thumbnail showed a girl about her age, sitting in a small room, speaking into a mirror. Aiko clicked. The video wasn't just about grammar. It was a story, a journey. The girl in the video shared how she started learning English by herself. Every day, she stood in front of a mirror and spoke simple sentences like, "Hello, my name is Anna. I like coffee. I walk to work." The key, she said, was to repeat and believe. Talk to yourself. Talk like you're talking to a friend. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for someone to correct you. Just begin. Aiko's eyes filled with tears. It was like the girl was talking directly to her. That night, Aiko stood in front of her mirror. "Hello," she said softly. "Hello. My name is Aiko. I like books. I want to learn English." She laughed at herself, then tried again. "My name is Aiko. I am from Japan. I want to go to London." She did this every day, morning and night. She practiced sentences like, "How are you? Can you help me, please? I am learning English. I like traveling." Slowly, her fear began to melt. Her tongue no longer felt heavy. Her confidence grew. She downloaded an app that helped her practice. She changed her phone settings to English. She started watching English movies with subtitles. And every day, She recorded herself speaking and listened to it like a coach. One day, she recorded a video and uploaded it to a private YouTube channel. She titled it, Day 1, My English Speaking Journey. She didn't tell anyone. The next day, she uploaded another video. Today, I learned how to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Aiko. I work in a bookstore. I want to learn English to travel and grow. Thank you for watching. Days turned into weeks. And slowly, strangers began commenting on her videos. You're doing great, Aiko. Your English is clear and honest. Keep going. I'm also learning English. You inspire me. One comment stood out. You're not just learning. You're teaching. That comment made her cry. She realized something powerful. She wasn't alone. Millions of people were trying to speak English, but were afraid to start. So she made a new video. This time, she looked straight into the camera. She said, Hello. If you're watching this, maybe you're like me. Maybe you're shy. Maybe people laughed at your English. Maybe you don't believe you can do it. But I want to tell you you can. Don't wait for the perfect time, the perfect words, the perfect teacher. Be your own teacher. Talk to the mirror. Talk to yourself. Talk to your dream. I believe in you. That video went viral. Thousands of people around the world commented. Some were from India, Brazil, Egypt, Vietnam, all saying the same thing, thank you. I needed this. Aiko's channel grew. She named it Speak From Your Heart. She started a simple series, Day 1, How to Talk About Yourself Day 2, How to Talk About Your Day 3, How to Ask for Help in English Day 4, How to Order Food in English Day 5, How to Talk About Your Dreams. Each video was simple, clear, real. She didn't try to sound perfect. She just tried to be honest. People loved it. One day, she received a message from an English coach in the UK. Hi, Aiko. I saw your videos. Would you like to join a free English speaking workshop with learners from all over the world? She was nervous, but she said yes. That weekend, Aiko joined her first Zoom meeting with English learners from 20 countries. Her hands were shaking, but she remembered the words from her first video, Speak From Your Heart. When it was her turn, she said, Hello, everyone. My name is Aiko. I'm from Japan. I was afraid to speak English, but I learned by talking to myself. Now I am talking to all of you. This is a big dream for me. Everyone clapped. After the session, one girl from Argentina messaged her, Thank you, Aiko. You helped me find my voice. Over time, Aiko created a free spoken English video course. She called it From Shy to Shine. The course included daily mirror speaking, common English sentences, listening and repeating practices, motivational speaking sessions, real-life conversation role plays. She made everything easy to follow. No pressure, no judgment, just daily practice and belief. Now, Aiko receives letters and messages every day. I passed my job interview in English. I can talk to my foreign friends now. I teach English to my children confidently. I'm not afraid anymore. And every time she reads these, she smiles and remembers the day that foreign man walked into the bookstore. Just speak from your heart, he had said. So, if you're listening now, if you're afraid of speaking English, if you think your accent is strange, if you think you'll make mistakes, remember Aiko. She was shy. She was laughed at. She almost gave up. But one small step, one video, one sentence, one mirror changed her life. You can speak English too. Not perfectly, but powerfully. Not like someone else, but like you. Don't wait. Don't hide. Speak from your heart, because your voice matters. And so Aiko's journey blossomed into something far greater than she'd ever imagined. Each morning, her alarm would chime at 6 a.m. She'd roll out of bed, stretch, open her window to inhale the cool Osaka air, and then spend the first 30 minutes speaking aloud, just to herself. By this point, her mirror had become a trusted friend, and her reflection a faithful audience. One crisp morning, as cherry blossoms drifted past her window, she decided it was time for a new challenge, filming her first on-location video. She tucked her camera into a small backpack, grabbed a notebook, and set off for the banks of the Okawa River. There, beneath a canopy of pink puddles, she pressed record and spoke softly into the breeze. Hello, friends. Today I'm practicing talking about nature. I see flowers. I see water. I breathe fresh air. Speaking in English helps me notice beautiful things around me. What do you see today? She walked along the riverbank, describing every detail, the gentle ripple of water, the fluttering petals, the sound of bicycles passing by. She paused, smiled at the camera, and said, "When we practice English, we can describe our world. And when we describe our world, we start to feel grateful." That video didn't explode overnight the way her first videos had, but it touched hearts. People commented about their own favorite spring memories. Some shared photos of blossoms in their cities, London, Paris, Delhi, tagging Aiko's channel with messages like, "I practiced English describing my park today," or "Thank you for inspiring me to go out and talk to nature." Buoyed by this new wave of engagement, Aiko decided to add a weekly live stream to her channel. Every Sunday evening, she would go live from a cozy corner of her bedroom, tea steaming on the desk, and invite her viewers to join in simple conversation. Today's topic, my favorite food. Tell me, what do you like to eat in your country? I will share mine. Viewers popped in from all over. A student in Brazil talking about feijoada. A teacher in Egypt describing koshari. A retiree in Canada explaining poutine. And Aiko, excited, practiced asking questions. Can you teach me how to say that in English? What ingredients do I need? How do you spell it? She responded, "That's amazing. Thank you," and repeated each answer aloud, giving herself and everyone listening a chance to learn together. In between her videos and live streams, Aiko continued to build her skills offline. She joined a local English meetup group in Osaka. Although her heart pounded when she entered the cafe full of strangers, she remembered her mantra, "Speak from your heart." She introduced herself. "Hello, everyone. My name is Aiko. I teach myself English every day. I love your dress. Can you tell me where you bought it?" Laughter and nods followed. Conversation flowed. At the end of the evening, a fellow learner tapped her shoulder shyly and said, "I'm so glad you came tonight. You give me courage." Each of these small victories wove together into a tapestry of confidence. Every time she felt nervous, she reminded herself, "I'm not alone. We're in this together." 6 months passed since she first uploaded that day one video. Aiko looked back at her channel stats, over 50,000 subscribers, thousands of comments, dozens of learners sharing their success stories. Jobs won, interviews passed, friendships forged, teachers inspired, Her heart swelled not with pride, but with gratitude. Then came the message she'd been dreaming of. "Hi, Aiko," it read. "I'm planning an English immersion trip to London for learners from Asia next year. Would you like to join as a speaking coach?" Aiko read the message again and again. Her childhood dream of London was calling, and now she would go, not as a shy bookstore clerk, but as a confident guide for others. She accepted immediately. Over the next few months, she prepared a special curriculum, daily journals in English, short prompts to write and then read aloud, role-play walks, practicing ordering coffee, asking for directions, making small talk with strangers. Storytelling sessions. Learners share a personal story in English and then receive supportive feedback. Cultural chats. Exploring British idioms, customs, and slang. Reflection circles. Discussing fears, breakthroughs, and setting new goals. When she finally landed at Heathrow Airport, her heart fluttered. She rolled her suitcase down the bustling corridors, hearing English all around, accents from every corner of the globe. And she smiled because this time she wasn't afraid. On her first morning in London, she led her group through Hyde Park. The dew-kissed grass, the early joggers, the red double-decker buses passing by all became part of her lesson. She prompted, "Describe what you see. Ask a question. Start a conversation with a stranger." A young man hesitated, then approached a coffee stand and ordered her first latte in English. She cheered loudly, clapping her hands. "You did it." Over tea at a nearby cafe, they shared stories. A student from Vietnam who had landed her dream internship. A grandmother from Malaysia who reconnected with her granddaughter studying abroad. A young professional from Nepal who'd just passed his IELTS exam. And Aiko? She sat quietly for a moment, closing her eyes, breathing it all in. "Thank you," she said softly. "Thank you for believing in yourselves. Thank you for trusting me." That evening, alone in her small guest house room, she recorded a special video. Day 180. Here in London, I see our dreams come alive. Remember, one step, one sentence, one video can change your life. Speak your truth. Share your story, and the world will listen. Back home in Osaka, Aiko's channel soared even higher. She continued to create weekly live streams, collaborative videos with English coaches, interviews with learners who had changed their lives. And through it all, she never lost sight of that simple practice, opening her mouth, letting the words flow, speaking from her heart. Her 3,000-word journey wasn't just a story of mastering a language. It was proof that courage is built one word at a time. So if you're here now, if you're reading these words, remember Aiko and her mirror. Remember the riverbank videos and the cherry blossoms. Remember that every time you speak, you're forging a new piece of who you are. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't hide behind fear. Take one step. Record one sentence. Share one thought. Speak your heart and watch the world open its doors. Your English journey starts now. And who knows? Maybe someday you'll find yourself walking along the Thames, speaking freely and inspiring someone else to speak theirs.